Hello everyone, today I want to present the topic Clean Up the Room for preschoolers. In the beginning I was looking for the information for different age groups of kids and finally I decided to choose preschoolers. I have chosen this subject because I think that good hygiene and cleaning practices are one of the best ways to teach kids about responsibility and self-confidence. At a time when cleanliness is important to the family's health, there is no one better time to start introducing positive cleaning habits than early development. There are some of the ways to reinforce positive cleaning practices and how they help the child's development. Dr. Tamar Chansky, a psychologist and author, draws this conclusion from a study by the University of Minnesota. The study followed 80 children throughout their lives and discovered that children who started chores at a young age, around 3-4 years old, were more likely to be successful in academic, professional, and social pursuits. Reinforcing cleaning as a fun activity can help implement healthy cleaning habits. The best way to start is to read a book about cleaning up and help the child see why it is important. More than that, it is essential to make cleaning a family affair and reward cleaning time instead of using it as a punishment. In order to implement cleaning as a habit, parents should make cleaning as fun and free an activity as positive, and the little ones will become more independent and tidier, which will only help them as they develop. The first book I want to read is called The Big Tidy Up by Nora Smerich. The second book I've chosen is called Grimelda, the Very Messy Witch by Diana Murray. I consider bibliotherapy to be one of the most powerful tools that forms and influences the mindset and behaviors of young children. They can be learned by heart and repeatedly read day after day. Bibliotherapy also promotes imagination and cognitive skill in children. Therefore, as my teaching tool, I created an interactive book, a story with pictures called Ryan Who Didn't Like to Clean Up, to teach preschoolers about the importance of cleaning up. The Big Tidy Up by Nora Smerich. Jennifer knew as well as you that everything has its place, but she just didn't care of it a bit, so her room was a real disgrace. Her shoe was askew on the window sill. Her scarf was under the bed. Her beautiful box to keep ribbon in was full of the old junk instead. A very old, worn-out lollipop was stuck on her bathrobe pocket, and her bureau drawer, it was plain to see, had been struck by a super rocket. Jennifer's mother looked in one day, and her smiles all turned to gloom. She couldn't disguise her shocked surprise at the state of Jennifer's room. "Your new blue sweater is not the thing to try on the cat," she said. "Why is your doll on the closet floor? And what's that lamp in your bed? You must like to live in a mess, I guess, with your thing all every which way. So, I won't touch your room with my mop and broom from now until Christmas Day. But we don't want people to see this room with your thing all lying about." So on Jennifer's door and quickly hung a very big sign, "Keep out." Jennifer had a lovely time for 2 or 3 days or more. She set her head on the ivy plant and she hung her jeans on the floor. Her comb, 2 hanks, and 1 white glove fell under the bedside chair. So did her sleep with the great big rib, and Jennifer left them there. Under her pillow she kept some pie to eat when she woke at night, and a nice raw carrot or 2 to chew to give her an appetite. She did her homework in ink, I think, as the lay flat down on the bed. She got finger pain on the pillowcase and never turned down the spread. Then little by little things went wrong, till Jenny was filled with gloom at the fusty, dusty, musty mess she had made of her nice pink room. The bed was prickly, the floor was strewn, the chairs were heaped up too. There wasn't one bit of room to sit unless she sat on a shoe. Up in the corner, he liked it there, a spider was calmly spinning. He had only a tiny web so far, but of course he was just beginning. Jen never could find two socks that matched. Not one of her shirts was clean. She looked at herself in the mirror once, and she wasn't fit to be seen. Where, oh where, had her hairbrush gone? There wasn't a single sign. Her hair stuck out all over her head, so she looked like a porcupine. Poor Jennifer! Jen sat and thought, with a worried frown. Perhaps I should run away. No one could live in a room like this from now until Christmas Day. But it wouldn't be fun to run and run, then have to sleep in a stall. Or, as Spooky Wood thought, of course I could, and not have a root at all. So Jennifer opened her window wide, to let in some good fresh air. The spider gave her a nasty look and scuttled off who knows where. And then Jen picked up stuff, blew away fluff, shook out the mud, hung up her head, swept the floor, tied the drawer, made the bed, smoothed the spread, and worked for the most of the day until every last thing was put away. And at last, when her room was neat as a pin, she hung up a very big sign. Come in! That's it. Grimelda, the Very Messy Witch, written by Diana Murray. Grimelda's house was black with grime, and stacked with jars of mold and slime, and orc's breath and spot snails, and oozing goo in rusty pails. Mess is best, I always say, that's the proper witch's way. She used her broom to fly, not sweep. Her floors had dirt 6 inches deep, but though she said she didn't mind, sometimes things were hard to find. One night Grimelda longed to try a recipe for pickle pie. She found the flour and egg of newt, but where I put the pickle root? This one stuff won't do, she said. She tossed aside the cream cheese spread, the roast sauce, and the dragon fruit. She had to find that pickle root. A fairy spell might do the trick, if she could get her spell book quick, but it was missing from the shelf. I've have to find the truth myself. No jars of pickle root in there, not under that, not anywhere. Grimelda shoved her mess aside and flung the black door open wide. She searched the swamp out in the yard, though all the clutter made it hard. She found last summer's bathing suit, but where'd I put that pickle root? Grimelda reached inside her tree. She found her stinkweed potpourri, and lots of other missing loot, and where she put the pickle root. She flew to Zelda's general store. They had one wormy apple core and countless cans of prickle shoot, but not a single pickle root. She flew back home and paced the room. She had no choice. She grabbed her broom. Grimelda swept and swept some more, as swarms of bats flew out the door. She placed her jars in 30 rows, then hung up all her ready clothes. She matched and put her socks away. It took all night and half a day. And while she cleaned, she found some things: her scarce prey, witch watch, keys and rings, the silver buckle from her hat, and Weaselwords, her fat black cat. She found her missing other boot, and finally the pickle root. And near the jar beneath the bed was something else. "What's this?" she said. She scratched her head and bent down low. "A comb? I lost this years ago." She combed her hair, she snagged a lamp, she pulled and pulled until kerlump. She squeaked, "My spell book in my hair? I never would have looked up there." Grimelda hugged the book she'd found, then gasped and took a look around. Her house was sparkling, neat and clean, the strangest sight she'd ever seen. Grimelda knew what she must do. She flipped to page 602. She dumped in mud and thistle weeds, a scoop of rotten pumpkin seeds, a jar of slime, 8 lumps of coal, a pinch of toy jam from a troll, a puff of orc's breath, 4 fleas, and 1 big slice of moldy cheese. She mixed and mixed the potion well, tapped her wand and said the spell: "Mickety, mickety, gloppity, glow, ickety, stickety, sloppity, slow." A cloud of smoke swirled up, and then her house was nice and messed again. Grimelda breathed a happy sigh. At last she'd make that scrumptious pie. She cracked the gooey egg of newt. "Now, where'd I put that pickle root?" That's it. Ryan Who Don't Like to Clean Up by Хорєва Поліна. Once upon a time there was a boy named Ryan. Ryan didn't like to clean up his room, so he didn't very rarely. Mom asked him to clean up every day, but Ryan always told his mom that he was very tired and promised to do it in the next day. Finally, Ryan's room became a big mess. One morning, Mom woke Ryan up. "Ryan, wake up! It's time to get ready for the daycare," Mom said. "5 more minutes," Ryan replied. Mom said again, "Ryan, wake up! You're late." Ryan got up, rubbed his eyes, and started to get dressed. He had a hard time finding his shirts and t-shirt under the chair. Ryan decided to put his socks on, so he looked under the bed, no socks. Looked in the closet, no socks. In the closet earlier. Where are my socks?" Ryan asked. Ryan looked for socks on the chair, on the closet, under the closet, no socks anywhere. His dog Max sat next to him and said, you look, and you can't find them. You need to clean things up and be tidy. Each thing has its own place. If you clean up, you won't be in chase." And Sparrow outside Ryan's window teased him. Hurry up, you'll be late, Ryan. Put your things on places, and you'll always be on time." Ryan kept on looking for his socks. Suddenly Ryan stepped on a toy car. "Oh, it hurts!" Ryan yelled and saw his socks on the car. Mom asked, "Ryan, are you dressed?" And Ryan replied, "I'm putting my socks on. I'm putting my shoes on." He looked under the bed, and there was only one shoe, and the other one wasn't there. Not under the bed, not behind the bed, not behind the closet, not under the car. He went to the window and the nightingale sang. "You're going to be late, Ryan, you're going to be late." Ryan began to ask the nightingale, "Nightingale, nightingale, help me find my shoe." Nightingale searched and searched, but Ryan's shoe wasn't in the yard. Ryan's shoe was on the table. Mother said, "I can't wait any longer." Ryan answered, "I'm running, running, running." Ryan ran to his daycare in a hurry. Finally, Ryan and his mom got to the daycare. The children at daycare had really finished their snack playtime and went outside. They saw Ryan running to the daycare and they yelled, "You're late, Ryan. You should come on time." Ryan was very upset. He missed his favorite part of the day at his daycare. He told his mom, "I don't want to be late anymore. When I come home, I want to clean up my room, and I will clean my room every day." The end. To sum up, it is important not only to give young children chores but include them in the cleaning process, teaching them about the importance of cleaning and positively framing housework. Bibliotherapy can be considered as one of the best practices to start positive cleaning habits in young kids in an interactive way. All these practices can create good habits, reduce the workload on parents, and give children a lasting sense of mastery, responsibility, and self-confidence.